Hi there, CJ Jenkins from Century 21 Cornerstone in Auburn, California. Welcome to our Lake of the Pines Living Facebook. We're on a field trip today, and we are going to answer some of the questions that people have as soon as they move into the neighborhood. They say, CJ, where should I go and get my garden supplies? Where should I get my plants? Well, I am on the corner of Nevada Street here in Auburn, right across the street from the post office, the Auburn Post Office. And I am at a very important location that everybody knows about, and that is Isley's Nursery. Now the Isleys, whoops, I've lost part of my equipment. My furry guy has fallen off, which helps us with the wind. Well, we'll just do without him right now. Anyway, the Isleys family own this land, and they have been here for 88 years. They have their own nursery. They have vegetables. They have all kinds of plants that they actually grow here locally. And that's the key word, local. Now, the Isleys just sold this property to, not the property, but this business of Isley's Nursery to this family here, the Dill family. And the Dill family has a number of locations called Green Acres. They have one in Rockland and one in Folsom. And each of those nurseries have different personalities because they're developed in a different kind of settings. So this now is Green Acres at Isley's. And they have combined the two family names together, the Green Acres business with the Isleys respectability of being here for such a long time in Auburn. Now, I am going to say the advantage of buying something that's grown here local. Sometimes you can get plants for a little less at Home Depot, but you don't know where those plants are coming from. They may never have grown in this particular temperature zone. And so one of the things is that they don't necessarily survive very well here. So this is the Isleys home where they once actually lived, the family lived, and then they added this extra building here quite a few years ago for indoor decorations. Here we have some of our sod that would be used for our lawns. And because we're going through a drought, kind of dry spell right now with our hot temperatures that are high all the way across the West Coast, a lot of us have water restrictions, alternating days that we can water our lawns. So it's going to be valuable for anything that you plant, that you are planting, that is drought resistant and that can really survive with minimum amount of water. And so I think that is going to be more of our focus in gardening today. Now, there's so many fun things about coming to this nursery, and we're going to look at them, and hopefully you will come and visit. So thank you again for being at Lake of the Pines Living Facebook. Let's go on our explore. They will be having a pumpkin patch activity here. And here's some of the decorative pumpkins that you can purchase. Very cool to have some jack-o'-lanterns all collectively put together. Just think about it. If you need to give a gift to a friend, you can always buy them a pumpkin and get them a different one every year. And one of the things that we're doing a bit more now, and this is always a question when I sell a house, is does the lawn art stay with the property? And that's always kind of an iffy situation. I've actually had people write offers to say that they want the metal chicken, or they want those extra suns that are decorating the walls of the property. So here we have some pretty decorations. And these are things that, let's say you know somebody who has everything. I bet you they'd still would like not only a ceramic pumpkin, but some of these decorations that they don't need, but they would enjoy as a gift. Now, I have purchased a lot of my plants here. My trees in particular, I have purchased here. My ground cover, I've purchased here. Some of my accent plants. One of the cool things about this particular nursery is they have restrooms for you. So you could come here for an hour after breakfast and just roam around the facility and look at the beautiful plants and pots that they have, and just fine-tune your particular porch, patio, backyard, or front yard. So we're just going to walk through and look at some of the vines. Oh, I love these aqua pots. Oh my gosh, this one's beautiful. Isn't that a lovely color, the way it's mixed in with the brown? This is a $15 pot. And they have them collected by different color schemes. And here is a beautiful blue dawn flower. It's morning glory. Just what sensational colors. So we have some vines here, hibiscus. Oh, and look at the wagon that's filled with succulents. Isn't that a great idea? Wouldn't you want to do that yourself? Wouldn't that be a wonderful gift? To find an old wagon and plant some succulents in it. Now, succulents are concerned as we go higher. Our elevation right now is 1,200. Hi there, how are you? Fine, thanks. We're doing a little field trip for where do you buy plants in Auburn for my real estate site. Because when people move here from the Bay Area, they don't know what to plant. And this is a lovely spot.
Good place for cross-referencing.
Yes, yes. So one of the things is about succulents, as I was saying, is the elevation here is 1,200, and so citrus and succulents do well. Where we are at Lake of the Pines, we're 1,500, and that's a little bit chilly for them. So when I have my citrus plants on my porch, and we know we're going to have a little frosty time period, we'll cover up those citrus plants and also your succulents, so they won't be in too cold of weather. So here we have a whole lot of pots, and we're going to skip the pots and go on to the vegetation here. Very modern block type pots. And you're going to get to peek into the nursery itself. In fact, maybe we can go in. Let's see if we can peek in. Hi there. Oh my goodness. Come and look at this, Leanne. Oh, wow. Wow is a very good adjective for a reaction. Look at all of these gorgeous, gorgeous plants. Now, some of these plants actually do come from Matsuda's. Matsuda is a nursery that grows a lot of flowering plants in Sacramento. And you can see the name Matsuda on the plant pots right there. And so they are being kept here in a shady location, and they're being moved to the regular display areas where people are purchasing them. Isn't this just great energy to be around all of this greenery? We're probably filled with lots and lots of oxygen now being created. We have some coleuses there. Okay, let's go take a peek. So we have some rose bushes that are great for your patio. Now, roses don't grow very well where I live at Lake of the Pines because I call them deer food. And so your roses would be on your decks. We have lily of the Nile. And we are able to grow gardenias at Lake of the Pines. And gardenias are really nice to have by your front door or your back door where people are entering and they get that wonderful scent of the gardenia. Now this area here has been newly developed by the Green Acres family. So just a huge area, and what a selection. We're going to stop because we could be walking through these aisles for a long time and run out of time here. But we're going to go peek in the inside of the facility. And one of the things that is nice is that the folks who are working here, a number of them worked for the Isleys. So they have it down of what plants to plant that are deer resistant. They know about elevations. They know specifically what's happening at Lake of the Pines or in the Sierra foothills and what would work well in your garden. And look at all of these growing areas. This is massive. I'm just blown away at how much is going on in this location. This all looks new. I don't remember this area before with the previous owners. Now, boxwoods do very well in the foothills. The deer do not like to eat them. That's why they do very well. And this weeping blue Atlas cedar also grows well in Lake of the Pines and in the foothills. Might be because it's so pokey that the deer don't eat it. But these are very pretty. Now, on another show, we're going to talk about the influence of the citrus growers in Placer County, because we're in Auburn right now. We're in the part of Auburn that's Placer County, and we'll talk about the growth of mandarins and oranges and lemons and limes. But we'll do that on another show. Oh, look at these dinosaurs. Are they cool? This metal art is really fun. See, if I had one of these pieces, I would find a spot for them in my garden. Have to think that we don't have as many flowers here because we have deer that do eat our flowers. So having some of this extra color might be very nice. There is an area that has house plants. But one of the things that I like to get from this location are my vegetables. When I start my garden up in the spring, I get my seeds from here and also my vegetables that are already started. And here's the famous mushrooms. Now, the deer do not eat ceramic mushrooms. These are so cool. Adds a little color to your yard. We're going to skip the house plants right now and stay outside for just a minute. Some more house plants, some bromeliads, some ferns. Lots of pumpkins for this time of year. We're in the beginning of September. These are really a good size. Then they have the variegated pumpkins, the white ones, the green ones. Maybe those are heirloom pumpkins. Hi there, sorry. So we are vaccinated, so we're okay. So here are lots of tools that you need to have an efficient garden. You have a way to scare away some of the birds by these mobiles that can hang from your trees. We have fertilizer. We have a way to spray your plants. And then we're going to go to the gift shop. So if you need something that's really unique, you're going to find it in a place like Green Acres. You even have jellyfish. Those are glass-blown jellyfish. Nice, decorative pieces. Oh my gosh, look at these dogs. Here's a little dog that could have a little tiny succulent in it because it's a plant pot, but very cute. Oh my gosh, if you really needed to find an idea for a gift for somebody who has everything, you could find something here that they would enjoy. Now, one of the things, these welcome signs are really pretty too. But one of the things that Isleys was known for is their popcorn machine. Now, I'm not sure if they have it back yet, but the popcorn machine was always a big hit here. And the family came up with the idea of a popcorn machine because when kids would come with their parents to the nursery, they would break the plants, their hands would be, touching everything. But if you gave them a bag of popcorn, they just calmed down and kept their hands to themselves. And that's how the tradition of the popcorn machine was attached to this nursery. Well, it was such a big hit that they had to get a bigger and bigger popcorn maker for all of the popcorn that went consumed each day. So let's go check to see if they have a popcorn machine. Here it is. It's right here. There's water containers here for you. And here is the infamous popcorn machine. Popcorn's already put out, and I just can't wait to have a taste. Oh, it's good. It's as good as going to the movies. And guess what, guys? It's free. Oh, this is where Bob and I would meet in front of the garden seeds. And before we plant our garden, we have a number of cucumber choices. So we would have 5 different types of cucumbers. And we would discuss, do we want to do the same ones that we did this year? By the way, our cucumbers did not do well this year. And a lot of people's gardens did not do well this year. And we think it was because we had some real strong hot spells, which was hotter than normal for us. In fact, the cucumbers grew so fast, but they were very bitter. And I felt embarrassed that I had delivered them to a number of people before I actually tried how they tasted, because they were not, they're not as tasty as we thought they would be. And then we have the tomatoes, lots of different kinds of tomato seeds, some heirloom tomatoes. Now, isn't this the cutest water container? This is a lot of fun. If you wanted to give a friend a gift, you could give them this Gnome water container. Put some flowers in it. What a great gift. $10. So let's go out and look at the flowers. They have, of course, their plants set up between plants that need shade and plants that are full sun. We still have the Eisley Nursery sign here to honor the family that started this business. And this time of year, I love the mums and the daisies that we can have out in the full sun. Of course, the deer eat these, so I would have them on the top of my doorstep, because I have a set of stairs up to my front door. Or I would have them on my tabletops in the patio or the deck. Now, here we have lavender, and there are 11 different kinds of lavender that grow in this area that the deer do not eat. Lantana is very popular too. Lantana comes in a lot of different colors. And also these plants here with all the bees, very happy bees, are gardenia, and they grow well. And these full sun plants, this one here is verbena, and verbena grows well in our area too, with different sizes and different colors. And this is the Lantana. This is actually my favorite Lantana because it's multicolored with the yellow and the pink and the red and the orange. And lots of Lantana. And check out our beautiful, beautiful lavenders. Now we have the Matsuda grown labels there, so we know that they were grown in Sacramento. Then they have a section right over here where you see the design of the state of California, and it is called the natives. These are the native plants to our area. We got plenty of happy bees here. Well, I just hope you had fun on our field trip to Green Acres in Auburn, California. This is a lovely place to come for a stroll, come and get some great free popcorn, to be able to have some ideas of what you want to put in your yard. Before you spend the money, come and visit the plants and see which plants are deer resistant, see which plants are drought resistant, and are going to do very well in your yard before you spend a lot of money planting just whatever you want to plant. In the Sierra foothills right here, we want to be careful about what we are planting. We also want plants that are not prone to be fire happy. So a lot of these plants have that also additional information. So if you have any more questions about Lake of the Pines or Auburn, California, or Grass Valley, or Meta Vista, or Penryn, all those areas that I'm familiar with and where I work, just give me a call at 530-906-4715. And I thank you for coming today and visiting us at Green Acres Nursery on Nevada Street in Auburn, California. Bye-bye.